Catching up with Sarah and Ginny, fueled by laughter and insights aplenty. Curiosity, connection, and learning that sticks. Real talk, real lives with practical tips. Welcome to Catching Up with Sarah and Ginny. Come on in.
Hey, welcome, Dale. Hello, lovely to catch up with you here at the Inclusive Classroom. How are you?
I'm good.
Here at the Schools Academy, anything particular you want to see today?
No, coming just to visit.
Oh, I love that.
Not been before, but lots of noise on social media. So, used to go to the one at NEC years ago,
Yes.
but not been to the London one, so I'd check it out.
Okay, right.
Like a punter.
Yeah.
Just mooching around, seeing.
I won't say I lied that I was a governor still to get in.
No, it's all right. It's all right. We'll capture on video asking each other what day.
Maybe afterwards, that'd be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So anything particular you're looking forward to? Kind of see, or you're literally just
you
mooching? Oh,
Nice.
do you know what? How lovely is that? I saw you from across the room. I was like, there he is, the man who has not my emails.
They're flags.
They're flags.
Oh,
I love that.
flag.
Whole
Delete
it, flag.
conversation. Delete it. We had a whole conversation about how the people top of your workload. I don't know. Yeah.
Dale has changed my life in so many ways.
Oh, am I? I've got two screens now.
No,
That's, yeah.
I've got two screens. My headphones have changed my life.
I know, but I can't. My headphones, you give me advice about a few different headphones. I have sorted that out yet. So I might have to come back to you to change that bit.
But we
Your
always
headphones at work.
My headphones all the time.
Yeah. And everyone leaves you alone when you wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually
Doing
think,
something important.
and I think I look like Princess Leia with
Which
my
is always
headphones
good. Yeah.
on. But what I would say is, Dale did say invest, and I invested in a
Invest,
good
invest.
pair. They are an investment.
Yes, mine. I've just upgraded mine. I had them for about 7 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good investment.
But I think it's about saving time, and I think sometimes by having the headphones on, I make myself politely unavailable.
I like that. Politely unavailable. That's very nice. We have actually, with Dale as well, just mentioned that he's doing a podcast to him
Yes.
and also invite to another podcast.
Yes.
So
You
lots of
invited me, I
exciting.
just haven't had a chance because the studio doesn't exist anymore. The podcast studio.
Oh.
It's gone.
Oh,
So we're rebuilding it end of May,
wonderful.
beginning of June.
Where? Same place?
We moved office, so we've got to have it all new rebuilt, all set it all up again, all
Yes.
this, everything.
Brilliant.
Wow.
And that's why I haven't, because I can't record yet
Right.
until then. So
Wonderful.
once it's all built, or get close to being built,
So
we'll finish time.
wonderful.
Brilliant.
Well,
that is
Brilliant
brilliant.
to catch up. Loving the inclusive classroom.
Yeah.
We're going to have a little bit of a look round and hopefully catch up with Lucy in here later.
Yeah. Okay, bye for now.
Bye for now.
Good morning and welcome to the Schools and Academies show. We're now inside. We've got our lanyards. We've had a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And as soon as we came in, I was just seeing names of kind of products and people that I see on the internet, but then actually to see them in person. So I can't wait to go and
Explore more.
yeah, just to,
And
yeah.
there's so many people there, and then you see their faces, and you're just like, "Oh my goodness, I know you!" And then you're just making all the connections. I think events like this, the fact that we've had that chance to go back in person, gives us that you can connect people together. And I think it's that sometimes it's missing because you put this person here in this isolation bit where you're working with them or you know them, and actually when you get to see people together, and then you're connecting that person. Oh, do you know Lucy or Dale? Just had a chance to chat to Dale. Actually, have you? And so it's really nice. I think, isn't it? That's a really good. That buzz.
Yes, and it is a buzz. And
Oh,
last night
Yeah.
there was an
that's
event.
so good.
The
Yeah.
pre-drinks. And
Yeah.
what was lovely was it was bringing together practitioners and people who give kind of those services
Yeah.
that are so important that we don't get to connect. And you're saying about connecting with people. And I spoke to somebody last night and they came up to me today and they were like, I know that you're training to be a coach.
Yeah.
Can I have a chat with you about that? I'm thinking about doing that. So it really is just what you said.
Yeah.
That personal.
That three-dimensional.
Yeah.
It's that three-dimensional. We're all become three-dimensional. I think that's really important as well, because I think particularly with a lot of change, and actually with Dale, we just chatted really quickly again about his wonderful podcast around the white paper, and actually just reminding us about all of this noise is there, but actually we all need to connect together and talk together about it to see that path through. And I think that it gets lost.
Yeah.
So much of it keeps getting lost. So it's like bringing it all back.
Do you know what? It's a commonality.
Yeah. Where's the middle?
Yeah.
Where's that universal stuff? Where's the universal provision that everything aligns to? It's actually making a difference.
And
People.
last night when we had some speeches, they were talking, which really resonated with me, and there were loads of nods in the audience.
Yeah.
What can we do?
Yeah.
The outer services, what can they do to support those who are in education on a day-to-day basis to free up time?
Yeah. There's a lot about time. There's
So
a lot
much.
about time. And in fact, there's a lot about, we've had some really good conversations around parents and about time and about, with all these important stakeholders. How do we make sure that everyone's kind of as involved as they can be, but have got time to reflect and think? There's no space to think. So events like this give us time to space and think. So.
And it's about finding the quality time, and then having systems that free up our time.
Yeah.
As a Senko, so much of my time, and when I speak to Senkos, we spend so much of that time doing paperwork, but I can see a lot of glimmers, Sarah. Can you?
Yeah. Oh, I can. And I think there's a lot of positivity.
Yeah.
And I think we're bringing a bit of positivity with the hate.
We're helping.
Yeah.
So, start of the day.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go and see some.
Or small.
Yeah. See more and then report back. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our live episode of Catching Up with Sarah and Ginny. And we are absolutely thrilled to be here today at the Schools and Academies show. And it is particularly an honour for us to have Rebecca Folks with us, who has had such a busy day today. She has not stopped her day, but she has found time for us today. So thank you so much, Rebecca. No problem at all, thank you. And if we can begin by, can you tell us whom you are and what you do, please?
Absolutely. So, we're Senior Director of Growth and Marketing from Venture Solutions, but my role today has been as chair for the Centre Conference at Schools and Academies show. It's been just absolutely fantastic talking to practitioners, and we've talked through, policy, practice, theory, everything you can think about. It has come up in one shape or form over the panels and the discussions we've had today.
That's wonderful. And you've held it together so well. It's really been amazing. Every single arena that you've been to, every state you've been to has been packed for the people. So the next question I'm going to ask you is, if you've got a particular wow moment from the show, could you share that with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be honest, there were several wow moments in the day. And I think one thing that came up in a couple of the panel sessions, so probably not a wow moment, but moments, was when everyone sort of started talking about this collective responsibility around SEND and inclusion, the difference between the two within mainstream, and how that's really going to happen when we start curating Jordan systems. So we now have the opportunity to create something within or with the SEND performance, with the things that are happening and changing education. But we have to do it together, and we have to make it joined up, make things work together, rather than creating new things, make what we have work better for us after this.
And I think that's really interesting, actually, because that's something we talked about that a lot, about actually looking at what you've got. We're talking about curing any cupboards. And actually saying, open your doors, have a look at it. What do you do already that works really well? What is it that is making an impact? What's making a difference? And actually sharing that with each other. And when you're talking about that joining up and the collective kind of approach, it's about actually everyone sharing this piece working really well. What do you think about this? Let's have a try in your setting. And I think shows like this, that's the beauty of them. Because we're in person. And actually, you've got all those little faces that we see on Zoom, and I often see on Zoom, you've actually got a chance to meet and speak and connect.
So I think even last meeting, some of the wider community, I really thought about all these aspects of some about the collective responsibility for the wider education community, beyond educators, beyond practitioners, but also the technologists, the consultants, and everyone that's involved and has a supporting role within education can contribute and should be contributing to the change that's happening now. The community is so important. It really is the heartbeat of what makes this sector so special.
And I think we can't be siloed. And going back to last night, we had people from different sectors of education. We had different providers. We had HR, we had all of the things, but we were like a Venn diagram. We were all having these conversations that were really putting children at the centre. And what came out is, what can we do to save time so that we can be with children and so that we can make a difference to children? And I completely agree with what Sam was saying about this idea of what's in our cupboards and celebrating what we're doing well. But it really comes back as well to time, because we've got amazing educators who are sometimes their time is not being spent as wisely as it could be, because they are having to do things that other people could provide. So it really is that Venn diagram. And when we get that right, everybody working together, I think that is when we will really see change.
I think we said that at the budget, didn't we? When we were talking about that, I think with Alex, about many students focused joining them together. And I think this is one of the things that it shows us really helping, that is actually having those conversations together around that.
Yeah,
For sharing.
yeah, absolutely. It's not always just a conversation, as I said, in these theatres and stuff. It's the real large connections. As well as a head teacher, like you were talking about what's the real reason for coming along to things like this. It's actually not just about sharing best practice, but making the connections so you can then follow up and really embed best practice within schools and trusts and the wider education.
I think what a way to move forward would be to somehow allow more practitioners to be able to come as well, because that would be amazing to have that collaboration. And I think we haven't got many in education, but to find ways to allow teachers out of classrooms with the student to be able to work together. I hope that one thing as well.
Well, so obviously, if you listen to our podcast, which I hope you have, and I hope you will after this, one of our questions is always going on. If you were thinking about what kind of context of SEND was working you, and the context of kind of supporting our learners, what song kind of captures that mood?
So I'm having a bit of this, Alice. I'm going to go a little bit off piece there, but the song I thought
You can sing it as well.
Let's take a bet. I'd sing.
We'll be back in. We've got no idea what just going to choose. It'll be interesting.
So it's called The Spark by Carrie Boo, to sung by a bunch of young children, 9 to 12 years old, in Cork, Ireland. And it's fantastic, but the spark is exactly it. And it's talking about allow me to be the person that I am, allow my sparks to come out in what I do, in how I do it. And it's a fantastic song, very, very poppy. It's great.
Sounds fabulous. We will put it on our playlist.
We have got a playlist. So we have got a Spotify playlist, which has other songs on. And we've got a great mix. Actually, songs on there, haven't we? So I think that would be a good addition to that. Wonderful. And Julie, is there anything in terms of thinking about the show, anything wonderful fetches for you that you want to kind of...
Once again, it comes back to connections. This show feels a bit like a wedding. And it's like, I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't seen you for a while. And it is that connection, and it's seeing people in person and just keeping that connection real. I think is just so important, because we can sometimes inadvertently be a little bit over-reliant on Zoom and Teams and things. So just the connection of the people.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not you're wearing a suit then. We think it's like a wedding. Yeah.
I'm available.
A wedding singer. Wedding singer. Well, how fabulous. Is there anything else that you want to share about today? I think you've done a fantastic job. And I've come to quite a few of your sections, and of course we've got quite a few people here, the audience that are kind of on these panels as well. Brilliant, brilliant.
Thank you. I think the only thing I finished with is I opened the conference today with asking people to think about the possibility of what we can do for SEND and for special education going forward. And your eyes come away with this conference is just absolutely glowing confidence that the possibility is there, that people are there, that it's right there for taking. And I really hope that people do take that opportunity, particularly off the back of making new connections in the community today.
And I think it's also that positivity. Actually,
Yes.
I did feel quite a lot because actually you can get a bit way down on negativity, and actually it's maybe about the positivity. Maybe it's spending the day with you doing a thing. I think I don't know, but I'm not sure whether it still feels the same about that. I wonderful. Well,
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a brilliant way for us to end today. And as we always say, Sarah, it's always a pleasure.
never a chore.
Thanks for joining us this time on Catching Up with Sarah and Ginny.
Always a pleasure and never a chore.